Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Ann Reardon, and this week I have another bonus video for you. I was making a white chocolate version of my chocolate sphere dessert that I made a few years ago, so I thought I would film it for you. They're impressive to serve to the table, and your guests will love the flavour combination on this one. Firstly, to make the chantilly cream filling, you'll need cream, white chocolate, sugar, and more cream that we'll use later. And I'll put all the recipe quantities on my howtocookthat.net website for you, and I'll link to that below. Add the sugar to the cream and heat that over high heat until the sugar is dissolved and the cream just starts to boil. Pour that hot sweet cream mixture over the chocolate, leave it for a moment to start to melt that chocolate, and then stir it together and keep stirring until there are no more lumps of chocolate. Mix that together with the remaining cream and some vanilla essence to taste, and then put that in the freezer for about an hour to chill. To make the spheres, you'll need white chocolate and a silicone hemisphere mold. If you're using real white chocolate like me, then you'll need to temper it, and I'm using freeze-dried cocoa butter to do that. I'll link you to my tempering video at the end of this one. If you're using compound chocolate, then you can just melt it. There's no need to temper. Pour some white chocolate into each of the molds and spread it up the sides, and then you want to tip it upside down over some baking paper and shake out the excess, and that will mean you'll be left with just a thin coating all over the outside of the hemisphere. Kneading it up around the top so that it will sit flat, and then leave it upside down to set so that the edges don't get too thin. For some crunch in this dessert, we're going to add some almond praline. To make that, you need sugar, water, glucose syrup, and a teeny bit of cream of tartar or tartaric acid and some slivered almonds. Place the sugar and the water into a pan with the glucose syrup. Put that over high heat and then spread the almonds out on some non-stick baking paper so they're ready to be coated. When your sugar syrup starts to go golden or it reaches 302 degrees F or 150 degrees C, keep it over the heat and add in the cream of tartar straight away and stir that well. Once it's stirred in, remove it from the heat and pour it over your almonds immediately. Stir them around a little bit to make sure all those almonds are coated, and then once this cools, it will be snap hard and you can hit it with a rolling pin to break it into smaller shards. While you're making the rest of your dessert, you want to store those in an airtight container to stop them absorbing moisture from the air and to stop you eating them. For this sauce, we need cream and chocolate, and I'm using a mixture of milk and dark chocolate for mine. You can vary the amounts of each depending on what you like. Pour the cream over the top and then microwave that in 30-second bursts, stirring it each time until there are no lumps of chocolate left and you have a nice smooth sauce. And then you can just put that to one side until we're ready to serve. Choose what fruit you want inside, and if you have large fruit, just wash it and chop it up finely. I'm going to use some strawberries, some blueberries, and some raspberries as well. Take your cream mixture out of the freezer and whip it using electric beaters until you get firm peaks, and this will take about 4 minutes. Push your chocolate hemispheres out of their molds, and they should be nice and shiny if you've tempered your chocolate properly, and then use a warm baking tray to slightly melt the base and position it on your plate. Add some fresh fruit into the base and then top it with some almond crunch. Pipe the chantilly cream over the top, and this just tastes like a rich vanilla ice cream. It's really yummy. And then top that with more fruit and almond crunch, arranging it however you like. Using a hot tray, slightly melt around the top edge of the top half and add that into place. Add a little bit of fruit to the side and serve it to the table, and then pour over a small amount of your hot chocolate sauce. Wait a moment, and it opens up. You could even get creative and hide something special inside these desserts. Subscribe to How to Cook That for more crazy sweet creations. Click here for the recipe, here for the chocolate tempering video, and here for the chocolate peanut sphere dessert. Make it a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.